Good afternoon. Well, here we go. We are now on to Tuesday. It's so nice to have your company. Not only is it Tuesday, it's the end of August. Oh my gosh. Where's the year gone? Tomorrow we're going to be the 1st of September. Autumn time and fall is certainly just around the corner, certainly if you look at the weather out there today. But do you know what? If you've loved yesterday with myself and Ben, and we had a lovely day all day yesterday with Johnny and Charlotte and Jake, then you're going to love today. Because do you know why? We have got, do you know what? I'm going to tell you what we've got coming up today. Let's have a look and see what we've got coming up after Wake Up Call. And we have got the Craft Along. Now this Craft Along, what we're going to do is we are going to do a countdown to Christmas. So it's with our layer and scene stamps that we're going to be featuring this afternoon on Wake Up Call, and we're going to do exactly that. We're going to count down to Christmas. Me and Ben gave you a sneak peek yesterday on Monday Makers as to what we're going to be doing today. You guys went nuts. So you are really looking forward to that one. So that one, of course, is going to be 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, where you can then, of course, craft along with me, or you can change it about if you so wish. It's entirely up to you. Details are across on my Facebook, they're on Crafters TV, Crafters Companion. Everything that you need to get sorted for that craft along is across there. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to have a party. We do love a party on a Tuesday evening, afternoon, morning, depending where you're watching. And do you know what? Today is just not any launch party. What we have got for the first time seen on Crafters TV, that's our brand new global Crafters Inspiration magazine. So everyone is starting from issue number 1. So you guys stateside are going to be the same time as us here in the UK, same time as you guys. So it just makes it so much easier. You may have seen it popping up elsewhere over the last week or so. Do you know what you've not seen pop up? And not only is it going to be in launch party, our brand new 2021 Crafters Companion Advent Calendar. Global launch right now today here on Crafters TV. You've not seen it anywhere, and let me tell you, the guys in product development with Leanne and her team have done an incredible job of going far and beyond with this year's. It may look big, and it is big, trust me, it opens up. We're going to be having a look at it within Wake Up Call. If you think it's just going to be stamp and dies, you are mistaken. Now, I have an idea as to what's in them because I will be doing something that you guys have been asking that I've been doing the last couple of years. So I have an idea. I don't know what's behind each door. So we're not going to spoil it for you, but between myself and Ben, we will let you know what kind of crafty items to expect. That, of course, is our brand new Crafters Companion 2021 Advent Calendar for Christmas time. So that, the magazine, everything else is live on our website right now, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. But to see that in a lot more detail, as well as the magazine and other items, come back and watch us on launch party, 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, because just like yesterday, it's me, it's Ben, it's Johnny, it's Charlotte, and it's Jake. We've got John today and the office. They're all back next door as well. So we've got everyone back, so I'm ready. Are you ready, Ben?
It's an enthusiastic thumbs up from me.
Woohoo!
I am ready and raring to go for another day. Oh yes, it's going to be brilliant. By the way, there's the magazine we're going to be talking about a little bit later on as well. Already busy for this. The world launch of that advent calendar as well. It is going to be off the charts, super amazing. And don't forget to add to all of that, we're continuing with our Crafters TV 2nd anniversary. This runs until Thursday, so you are still going to get with us bundles where you're going to get freebies. Don't forget, over the course of the event, up to £250,000 worth of free product within the bundles. That continues. If you're within Club Inspire, then double points we've got for you on all of the items that you're going to see within this event. That continues as well. Not only that, but once again, during the shows, we're going to give you the opportunity to win. We've got prize bundles, and all you got to do is do what you do every single day, is comment. The bundle for this particular show is, I mean, I can't believe we are giving these away like glasses of water. I mean, it's unbelievable. We're giving away another mid-heat bundle again with a craft kit. That's your penny slider craft kit this time. It's worth almost £95, worth almost 115 bucks. you are going to win that at the end of this show. If you get commenting, it could be you that we pluck out of the hat. Just comment on Facebook, comment on YouTube, and somebody will be winning that at the end of the show. And that's not only the things to mention. If you're shopping with us and you spend £50 or $50, you are going to get your hands on our Crafter's Companion notebook. More on that in just a second. If you spend over £100, you're going to get your hands on our Crafter's TV tumbler for cold liquids only. That's going to be in your basket. And if you spend over £150 or $150, you're going to get both of them. Amazing news, right? Yes. However, I am the bearer of slightly bad news.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Charlotte just went, oh. The notebook is going to go. We are very limited on the amount of stock that we've got available with that. We've always said with these, they'll come to you while stocks last. That one could go, I think it will go today, to be honest with you. So if you're wanting to get your hands on your notebook and you haven't shopped yet, make sure you shop today, because I can't say with any certainty that that will still be available for you tomorrow. So if you want to grab it, get in today and spend your £50 or $50. Loads of you already in. This is going to be an unbelievable day. As I said, it's another one of those days where I wasn't actually supposed to be here. However, I'm glad I am, because I cannot wait to have a look through that magazine. I cannot wait to quiz Craig about that advent calendar as well. Oh, I'm going to get some juicy gossip out of him about that one, don't you worry. And I cannot also wait for the craft along that we've got coming up as well. If you've not seen what we're going to be using, Craig has got all the details.
I do indeed. And I've got the collection where you're getting 25% off and a free pack of watercolour card. Watercolour cards, you know what, we don't even need to do that because it's watercolour card. We use it day in, day out here at Crafters TV, and of course you guys at home, but we are throwing that in. This is a Christmas layering scene stamp collection. 51 elements in total, including your 15 sheets of A4 watercolour card. Now, it said you're saving 25%. That's on today's price, which is £62.95 or £76.25. But as we know by now, if you're in Club Inspire and Platinum, that means that that's going to come down further. And that does do exactly that. It comes down to £50.36 or $61 for you guys stateside, and you're also getting the double points. So these ones where you've got the 5 sets, where these are all about layering. So you've got at least 3 of the main layered images, you layer them on top, go light, go mid, go dark, and you create this incredible scene. We will be looking at this first of all when it comes to Wake Up Call, but what we'll also be doing is we will be using it as this is the feature when it comes to the craft along. So that's what you can get your hands on. Now we've got this today. I'll briefly explain the craft along because we've got a few new viewers popping up this morning. So the craft along, round about 4 weeks, a month after a product has launched, what we will do is a craft along. That gives you the opportunity to get the product, get any accessory bits together like you will find on the shopping list that you'll find across on my page, Ben's Crafters Companions page, and then you can do exactly that. Craft along. Usually the one project will take the full 2 hours. So we are cutting together, embossing together, die cutting together, inking together. We are doing it slow, step by step, so you can actually craft along, hence the name. If you've not had a chance to get a hold of the products, what you can then do on the day, today, we're giving you the opportunity to buy the collection. So therefore, once you do get it, you can, as all of our shows stay on YouTube, you can come back and you can craft along time and time again to your heart's content. I always like to point out, of course, it's not live at that point, but you can still pause us, rewind us, fast forward. You can do all those things. So whether you're crafting along live or at a later date, then you've got that opportunity to get your hands on these products. So that's the craft along, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 AM Eastern Time, 7 AM Pacific Time. Then what we're going to do, in actual fact, you could actually cross them over with our Explorer kit. And there's a reason why I've popped this one on today's show, and that's because, yes, it is the Explorer kit. Now, in the past, we have brought you the Exploding box, the full collection. This one makes the actual box, it makes the lid, and it makes that exploding aspect. But instead of throwing in lots and lots of mechanisms in that, what we've done instead, which I think is a really good idea, you've got the box, so you box the lid, the actual mechanism for exploding out. But we've given you the cardstock, the pattern paper, and the adhesive for you to then pop it together. So we're going to talk around it later on in the end of the show and show you some finished samples as to how you can get creative with it. But you can then bring in your pattern papers that you've got on the screen. You can do your ink stamping, lots of other things. So that Explorer kit is our Exploding Box collection. $39.99 or $49.99, but with the Platinum comes down to £31.99 or $39.99, and you get your double points as well. So you might want to use them all together, or you might just want to take these pattern papers and cardstocks and use them elsewhere, which you absolutely can do. But that is the launch party, so we'll touch upon it just shortly within Wake Up Call. But what we're going to do is we will have a proper look at it within a launch party later on in today. And you know what we're also going to be looking at? Whoop, whoop, whoop. World launch right here. It is your Christmas Advent Calendar 2021 from us to you. Crafter's Companion. Merry Christmas. 10% has gone of this already.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Check out that price. So that price on your screen, brand new, never seen before, half price.
How is that possible?
How is that possible?
We're launching it, and it's half price.
We're launching it right now here on Wake Up Call. We will be having a look at it later on. We're going to be bringing it back into launch party, but it's massive. It is humongous. So it's not just one layer.
No. Whoa! Oh my goodness me.
I'm not finished.
No? Oh my goodness me.
Look at that. So you have got all your days from the 1st of December up to the 24th, including a little tag if you want to gift it to someone. Let's face it, you're not going to do that. You're going to keep it for yourself. But within that one there, half price, world launch, first time you've seen it, brand new Crafter's Companion 2021 Advent Calendar. If you loved last year's, let me tell you, the team at Product Development with Leanne have outdone themselves this time. Not just stamps, and it's not just dies. I have an idea what to expect, and we'll go over why later on in the show, but let me tell you, they've gone bigger and they've gone better this year, that is for sure. So today's price being $39.99, $44.99.
Wow.
If that's not even good enough, Platinum comes down even more. So for that one, $31.99 or $35.99 for you guys, Platinum, for the brand new Advent Calendar. Double points as well. What a day to get your hands on them. Absolutely get your hands on these items as well. Maybe cherry pick a few other items because you're not far off that threshold of getting the notebook as well. Maybe just pop a few other elements in. Maybe have a look at adhesives you want to stock up. Of course, we've got incredible deals on crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. So today is absolutely the day. I cannot wait to, well, we're going to have a chat. We're not spoiling it for anyone. We're not going to open doors. But as Ben said and as I says, I have a few ideas of what you guys can expect. So we'll do a little bit of teasing as well. But honestly, it is bigger and it is better this year with not just stamp and dies. So that is your Advent Calendar coming up in launch party. We'll have a look at it just shortly within Wake Up Call. Double points. It is a win-win when it comes to this one here. Of course, whether it's craft along, whether it is launch party being 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, it's going to be a very festive day. I've got a funny feeling, Ben.
Oh, yeah, and you've got to understand, when we launch something like the Advent Calendar, we have a big stock. So to talk 15 minutes into the show that 10% of that stock has gone, that tells you how busy it is already. 7 o'clock East Coast, 4 o'clock West Coast. The majority of people not even up yet, so this is the time for you to get in and grab it before all hell breaks loose later on. That is going to fly out of the door, and half price as well on launch. Can you believe it? The excitement is palpable already. So many of you jumping in and saying hello. Jules Gordon just saying, never tried a craft Advent Calendar before. Get this one, you're going to absolutely love it. Lil J Craft says, I already bought the calendar and the magazine. And Shadiah on Facebook, that calendar just resembles a huge box box of Cadbury's chocolates. The great thing about it though, it does resemble a huge box of chocolates, but what you're going to get inside is going to last, and you're not going to put the pounds on by using it. And also Sarah on Facebook is saying, first time watching, OMG, a crafty advent calendar. How amazing. Get it whilst it's still here, and we'll chat more about that a little bit later on. Loads of other things to chat about too, not least yesterday, with it being the start of a brand new week, we launched a brand new Get It Got It Good deal. Yeah, these are around for a week or while stocks last, and if it's stamping you're wanting to get into, then this is a brilliant collection for you. Basically, you're going to get your stamping platform within this, and also your rocker block, so you've got the best of both worlds as far as stamping is concerned. And the deal's great because you get the ink pads and the stamping mat for free. You've got your alcohol-proof and waterproof ink pads, plus that stamping mat which is coming to you for free. That deal is live right now for the rest of the week or whilst stocks last, so do not miss out. Kaz Jones just saying, I have an advent calendar every year, even at the age of 33. That's fine, Kaz, but this one beats chocolate any day. I'm definitely going to get that for myself. Loads of you already saying you bought it or you are going to get it. Stephanie just saying, the advent calendar, hurrah! I've already ordered a gin calendar. And this was next on the list. I mean, you can't go too far wrong with that, can you? Maybe don't combine the two though, gin and, well, I don't know, it's up to you. Christy says, I just couldn't resist ordering that advent calendar. More chat to come, but let us get started and have a look at what's going to be coming up later on, because before, I suppose, like the official launch of all of those goodies, we have got a brilliant craft along to do, and if you were watching yesterday, like Craig was saying, you'll already have a bit of a sneak peek as to what we're going to be making, but it's from the Christmas layering scene stamps collection, isn't it, Craig?
It is, absolutely, Ben. Yeah, and just to say as well, Kaz, I'm 36 and I have 3 advent calendars.
How many?
I have a white chocolate one, I have a Crafter's Companion one, and I have a Yankee Candle one as well.
Wow.
So age doesn't matter, you know, it's all about the countdown to Christmas.
That's it.
What's important. So yes, what we'll do, what I'll also say as well, just in case anyone is wondering as well, primarily, what I will say, it's not Christmas items in the advent calendar. So it's the build up to Christmas. It's going to work for all throughout the year. When I say all throughout the year, I mean all throughout the year. So we'll go back over that just shortly later on in the show. But as Ben said, this is all about the craft along now. And this is our scene layerable stamp collection. We're in total 51 elements, including your A4 watercolour cardstock, which you're getting for absolute free. Today's price where you're saving 25% is $62.95 or $76.25, but the platinum comes down to £50.36 or $61, and you get your double points. So here in the UK, and for you guys stateside, that's the details on your screen. If you are across Central Europe, you just need to go to crafterscompanion.eu. All your prices in euros will be across there, and that means now that I've done all that little bit, what we can do is we can dive in, show you the boards, we'll show you some samples, and then we'll dive straight in and do the demo in with these ones. So these ones here, now within each set, the main layerable scene, you get 3 elements in total, so you can build them up, but you get extra stamps included. So within this one here, you can see Bethlehem skyline. So what you do is you're starting off, think of them as the layerable stamps. So you can then be starting off with number 1, and that's going to be a lighter tone that you can see in the back. Then number 2, that's going to be a middle tone that we can see here. And then number 3, this one here, is going to be a darker tone. You can have a play with where you want to position each one. They're not specifically numbered 1, 2 or 3, because you can have a little bit of a crafty play and you decide how you want to have them looking, but that's the main concept. You've even got the Star of Wonder, and then you've got different sentiment stamps as well. So that one being the Bethlehem skyline. They all work along the same idea. So we've got Christmas nativity. So what about incorporating things like your scene edgeables, or maybe any of your acetate, it's got the snowflakes on them, anything like that that we've launched recently here on Crafters TV, you can start to incorporate them. So you've got Mary and Joseph, baby Jesus there, you've got the wise men, all of that to create the scene, and it's all worked on building up the depth of the shade of colour, starting light, going medium, going dark. Woodland stags within this one here. This is actually going to be my demo when it comes to Wake Up Call in a moment or two. Then what we've also got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I seem to have an extra one here, which we don't have. So this one, so we've definitely got that one, which is our woodland stags. Then what we've also got is our over the rooftops that we can see here. So we've got Santa, you've got lots of different definitions of the houses, so it can be darker, it could be smaller, you know, you can then have them even further back. You don't just have to stamp the 3 layers, maybe you want to do the second one here, maybe twice, have it further back in the backdrop. So you can literally have a play with what you're going to be creating when it comes to all these ones here. And then what we've also got is Christmas Village. So we can see here. So we've got that one. So that, right, okay, we've just worked it out. So what I'm showing you are all the right ones. We're actually missing one on the pack shot. So what's not on the pack shot that you are getting included is Enjoy the Season. So you're getting this one. So the pack shot we showed you, you're actually getting 6 in total, not 5. So this actually benefits you. So you are getting what's on the screen right now, plus what I am showing you here as well. Do you know what I think maybe the confusion is that, because they've both got snowmen in them. So maybe that's what the confusion. But either way, you're getting all of these ones here. So all of them is what you're getting within that bundle, plus you're getting your watercolour card as well. So if you want to do all your water techniques, you can. But this is the sort of thing that it creates. So I've got 2 from each set that will be able to show you how these look. So what you can then do, Ben, is you can then go higher up, like you see here with your cardstock, but then you can keep it very small as well if you want. And then when I say you go for the light, the medium and the dark, it doesn't have to be one colour tone. You know, we've got a bit of the grey right in the back.
Yeah.
Then we've got one of something like either a fuchsia or a pink tulip. Then we've gone darker on the top. So you can have a play with different colour families. But this is how these all come together. So simply onto your card works a treat, but then what about having a play? Then you can then chop into them, you can create different sizes, different looks. The scene edgeable dies that we've done, why not incorporate them that you can see here, Santa in the sleigh. Bringing in your embossing powders. So layering them all up, then pinpointing a selective area with the tree and the moon, and doing your silver embossing, but then going square instead. So 5 by 7, you know, 5 by 5, you can go DL, you can do all these different lengths, but again, trim them down. So you've got different looks that you can see here. You look at that style there. Works really, really well. Exact same one as this one, but just in a different look.
Brilliant.
Then doing your masking. So if you've got your masking sheets and you want to create a big oval, mask it off. How well does that look?
Such different colours you wouldn't expect that.
You wouldn't, would you?
That.
But it works.
Yeah.
Because that could be sunrise, it could be sundown, you know, it could be different times of throughout the night for Santa in a sleigh. And then another one with the pink tones. It works. So yes, there's many of the times things like Santa in the sleigh, I personally will stick to the reds and the blacks and the golds, but it doesn't mean as though you have to. You can have that bit of a play and create different looks. So then what we'll do, I'm pretty much sorted, Ben, but if we take a moment, let's go over some of the comments and then we can then come back and do a demo.
Brilliant stuff. I mean, the main chat is about the advent calendar. Georgianne just saying the advent calendar looks interesting and beautiful. Loving the craft along for today, says Jackie Pickard. Looks amazing. I can't wait to see it being made. Debbie says I'm excited about the advent calendar. Cindy says got my magazine and advent calendar plus one extra for a gift. I love the craft along show, says Jackie. They really give you the time to follow along and keep up with the presenter. Good morning, CC, says Margaret. First shopping basket in, bring it on. Linda says, okay, I went back to the website, and I bought the advent calendar. Loads of you are buying this already. Just ordered 2 advent calendars, says Karen. 1 for me, 1 for my best friend. I've ordered the advent calendar, says Sharon, and the new magazine. By the way, over 10% of the stock has gone. And Lisa Batgirl says, does the advent calendar have little prizes for each day? Yes, it's exactly like you would expect, like the chocolate advent calendars you can get, or the gin advent. I mean, I wouldn't know about the gin ones, obviously. You right there, Craig?
Sorry.
It's like the chocolate ones. So look, it opens up, and look, you've got all of the doors there. You can see behind each one, you've got a different crafty goodie, and then there might be an extra large one on the back there. So yes, each and every day you open it up, so it's entirely up to you how you want to do it. I think last year, a lot of people did one a day. I know a few people who, as soon as they got it back, just opened it up and got all the goodies out. However you want to do it, it's entirely up to you, but get it whilst it's here. Remember how it's still really early, isn't it, when you think about it, and over 10% of the stock has already gone. This is going to be the one which is going to fly. We've got a big stock. It's supposed to last, well, hopefully into December, into Christmas time, but it ain't the way it's going, I can tell you that much. Keep the comments coming, and thank you as well to Margaret Crook, who said, Ben, how long did it take you to get home last night? My journey home used to be 3 hours and 56 minutes. It was 3 hours and 50 minutes shorter last night. Yes. Craig. 6 minutes, Johnny. Johnny just went, 6 minutes. Yeah, good maths, Johnny, good maths.
We're in a WhatsApp group, and as soon as Ben left here, we said, give us a message and let us know how long it takes to get home. And then within 6 minutes, we got a message back saying, 6 minutes. Big difference for you.
I know,
Big
it's
difference
unbelievable.
for you, Ben.
Unbelievable.
Right, deal. Let's have a look then at, let's show you what the craft along is. So this is what it's going to be, and we're going to be using the over the rooftops. So what I'm even going to do, where it says sleeps, I'm going to show you how you can create your own wipeable platform.
Oh, cool.
So you can then take your whiteboard marker or a wipeable marker, so you can do the countdowns of the sleeps here. But this is what we're going to be doing in the craft along using over the rooftops. So that is then going to be the next show. So if you are Johnny, you can then write 116 sleeps.
He's hilarious,
as he's
isn't he?
just said in our ear too. So that's what we're going to be using. So we're still sticking with that collection now, and let's go in with the Woodland Stags. And I have got a piece of white smooth stamping card. What I've done is I have done 6 by 4 inches on this one. And what I always like to do when it comes to anything layerable is use my 8x8 platform. Now you don't have to, you could use your other ones. You know, the only ones you need to, or the only thing you need to bear in mind is the width of them are actually 6.2 inches. So it might be just a little bit larger for your 6 by 6. Tell you what, let's bring it in just to see. So if I layer it up, so you will see, in actual fact, it will fit just no more. So it's going to fit within the 6-inch platform here. So it will work, but if you do have your large stamping platform, that's going to make life so much easier for you. So I'm going to lay my cardstock on into place, and I'm going to pop it in any specific place. I'm not overly concerned where. Then what I'm going to do is I can then come in with, I'm going to go in with the snow first. So we've got our snowfall, and then what I'm also going to do is let's go for the trees in the mountain. And this is where this is going to be right into the back. So what we can do as well is on the stamps, you've actually got a couple of millimeters ridge all the way around. So that enables you to line it up perfectly. So once I've done this one, I will then see I've got an inky frame all the way around, so I can layer my next stamp on top of that one, and then my third one on top of that one. So it really is easy to follow.
Yeah.
So once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, and I'm going to, hence why I've cut it to 6 by 4, is I'm going to frame it so that my stamp will stamp completely onto the card. And I just want to make sure that that is clean. I don't want to get any fuchsia onto my image, so we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that over the top here, and I'm popping it there because I'm going to have the snow the same colour as the backdrop. So now I'm going to press. So having the large platform, it means I've got my stamp in the right place, I've got my paper in the right place. And for these, I would highly recommend quick dry.
Okay.
So I'm going to go and start with the baby blue. So I'm keeping it with the blue tones for this. So first layer I'm going to do baby blue, which is light. I'm then going to do ocean blue, which is medium. Then I'm going to do midnight, which is that real strong darkness. As I pointed out before as well, you don't have to do it in the colour families. I would suggest, and I would recommend, as long as you do it light, medium and dark,
yes,
you can do any other colour combinations that you want. So for instance, you might want to incorporate the grey. So if you are, I'd make sure it's the medium grey, or the light grey, or the dark grey, whichever one. So have a play about, but if you've got your light, medium and your dark, that's where you're going to see it work in an absolute treat. So I'm going to ink up using my baby blue. So we're going to ink, make sure I've got a really, really good coverage. And with the baby blue, it's going to be quite subtle, but that's what we want. So we can then stamp all of this on. And although it's going to be quite subtle, Ben, what I'm going to do, can we see how we're getting that texture in?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go over it again, giving it a nice coverage. So it's subtle on the first layer, but I want to create more drama within this back layer. So stamping, and of course with it being the large stamping platform, Ben, it means that it's not moving.
Yeah.
We're going to get that exact impression bang on where it was the first time, and then we've started to build our scene. We can come back and we can add that snowfall further and further up.
Yeah.
We can keep having a play with it, not just in that one strip. So we'll do that actually in a moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that one off for now, and then I'm going to take that one off for now. Large platform, you can follow the grids if you want, but as I say, these ones have been designed so they've all got a ridge around them. So what that means is if I take the trees now, and this one is what's going to be my second layer, I simply line that up with where my ink ends from the previous stamp, which right to the corner to corner, and then magnetic discs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if I pop it that way, so I'm going to stamp that. And so what I can do now is, keeping the snow the exact same colour, I'm going to ink that up with the baby blue. Mm-hmm. I think that smudged slightly. So baby blue. And then with the trees, I'm going to go slightly darker. So this is where I'm going to go in with the ocean. And then what I'll do in a moment, Ben, is I'll do that again with the third image, but I'm going to use the midnight for the next one.
Just to say as well, I'll read a few more comments, but if you're thinking about getting these layering stamps and you haven't already got them, or indeed if you're thinking about getting them and you've never stamped before, get the Get It Got It Good deal this week as well, because that would be a perfect partner for this collection, because you can see how easy it is to use that stamping platform. You've got the rocker blocks in there, of course, as well. There is so much excitement, Craig. I hope you're ready for a busy, busy day, because it is going to be one of those. Carol Succeed is saying the advent calendar box looks amazing. I think the products inside will be even more amazing. We'll chat more about that later on. Craig knows more about that than I do, and I will get as much information out of him as you want me to, because I think there's a lot of people it's always the same like the magazine that we've got today as well. Certain people want to see it all, certain people just want a sneak peek, certain people don't want to know anything at all. So we'll do as much or as little as you want to know on that one. But there's certainly loads of you telling me you're buying that advent calendar, and lots of people lining up for the craft along as well.
Excellent.
Mary Kate is saying one of the many things I like about watching the shows is the variety of cards that you all show. So much inspiration. And Adriana, my crafting sister, is coming to Texas next week. Super excited for her to open the CC gifts I have for her and crafting together. Michelle just saying, I'm not sure my gin calendar would last the whole of Advent, just like my CC one doesn't. It's interesting the amount of people who will get that advent calendar. I wonder who opens it day by day. Let me know if you get in the calendar. Do you open it day by day, or do you literally just go first day and open it all up? I want to know.
Well, I know there's a few of you that do.
What?
Rip it up as soon as you get it. Some of you don't actually even wait until December.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's a good point as well. So what I would say, if you are one of those, what I would say is, I'm sure you wouldn't, don't spoil it for anyone else in the groups and writing what they are.
Oh, yeah,
Many of us like to wait, but I know that there is a few of you that just can't wait. Many of you try and hold off. Some of you manage to hold off until the 1st, and then you just lose control and you open it all, and you just go straight in, ripping it to bits to see what you can get. So yeah, it's always an interesting one, as you said, Ben, to find out who does wait and who doesn't.
Producer Johnny's made a great point though, because if you get it today, which I know loads of you are already doing and more of you will, you've got to have a good level of self-control, really, haven't you, to stay from now until December, not to open it up.
I know.
Maybe you can, I don't know, give it to your partner or something and get them to hide it away.
That is a good idea.
That might be the only way, because otherwise you'll just be like, oh, just a little sneaky peek. I'll have a little look in here. Someone said earlier on, when I opened this up to show you what it looks like, somebody mentioned, who was it? Mrs. Stationery said, I thought Ben was secretly trying to open the advent calendar then. No. I was just showing you inside. I won't secretly open it, although it is quite tempting to see what's behind them.
It is, I know. Sarah's bound to open a door one day.
Do you reckon?
I think so. That would definitely won't be doing. So don't worry, I'm not going to be. Well, you see, I don't know everything that's in it. I have an idea.
Yes.
But of course, I don't know what's behind each door. All that I can do is come here, and the reason I know bits and pieces is because, which we'll go over just shortly, the fact is I will do a combination of lives and videos every day throughout December. So I've done it the last couple of years, which you guys at home all love. So we will do it again. What I will say as well right now, it's so well done that it's an all-rounded one. It actually works out kind of like a card kit, a card collection, the way that the elements have been done. So that I cannot wait until December so that we can have a play together and see what comes up. So, oh my God.
We're almost at 15% of the stock gone, by the way. 15%. And this is supposed to be just a bit of a preview before, I suppose, the official launch later on this afternoon. Is that 15% of the show or 50% of everything? Oh, it's 15% of the whole stock. I was thinking the show stock. 50% of the whole stock. The whole big. Are you what? Oh wow! You need to be in on this. It's 7 o'clock East Coast, isn't it? 4 o'clock West Coast right now. I mean, barely anyone's up, and 15% of that is already gone. You have got to be getting that sooner rather than later. I'll put it down for a minute just to make sure we've still got enough left to sell later on. Just back to what you're doing, Craig, very quickly. Yeah. Mary would like to know, could you just remind her of the 3 shades of blue that you were using there?
Of course I can, no problem. So it's quick dry that I used. So for the backdrop and the snow, I used the baby blue. Then for the mid-tone of the trees, I used ocean blue. And then for the stags as well as the moonlight, I used the midnight for these ones here. So that's what I used when it comes to the quick dry. And
talking to the craft along, by the way, Sue's just saying, where can I find the list of what is needed for the craft along? You'll find it in quite a few places, actually. It's certainly on the main Crafters TV page on Facebook. It'll be on Craig's page. It's on my page as well. So you'll find it all over the place. If not, worst case, we will be flashing up all the details. In fact, we can do that. We'll do that a little bit later on for you. Yeah?
Yeah, that'll be a good thing to do.
Yeah.
For sure. So all that I'm doing now is I'm layering up these components to build up a 5x7 easel card. So once again, that initial layer, that was 6x4 inches that I've done. Now once again, 5x7 easel card that I've created here. So what we can then do is if I then add my layers, so I'm using a combination of black and the blue, which comes from our 8x8 textured paper pads. So for this one, let's go in with some foam pads to lift this up. Of course, dimension is always optional. You can keep it flat if you want. But let's go in and add some to layer it. These ones are 2mm for, I know every now and again, some of you at home will ask, what was the depth of the pads that I've used? So these ones are 2mm.
Okay.
So a nice little bit of depth, but nothing overly powering. So we're going in. So we're going in, you know, as if it's a cold, icy day, cloudy, you know, with the fog and, you know, all that. It's like crispy ground, you know, when you go and walk.
Ooh,
and it's
yeah,
that
the crunches underneath on your feet, yes.
Yeah, going for that sort of effect with the colours that we use. And then black, which is 6 inches by 2 1/4. And then white, which is 5 3/4 by 2 inches. And then what I've done, I've taken a strip which was 6 by 2, and using that strip of the snowfall, what I've done is I've just stamped it out twice. So that's going to be my decoration for my stopper when it comes to the card. So in actual fact, I didn't actually need that bottom layer. I put that in as a spare to stamp on, but never mind. And then within each stamp set, you do get sentiment stamps as well. So I've already stamped out Let It Snow with this one, and I used the ocean blue for this one. And then another piece of the blue. And then to finish off, what I'm going to do is let's matte and layer these colours to complement the layers that I've done on the top. We can then bring this layer in to here. It needs to go on my black one first. Then we can layer it on. But can you imagine what this would look like, Ben, if you'd done them with maybe craft cards in reds and yellows? Yeah. Or we showed you something, a sample with a Santa rooftop that was done in pinks. It does work. You know, it really, really does work.
Well, I like your idea. You always say, so look, just have a play with stuff. Exactly. If you're not quite sure your colours, as long as you, like you said, you're going for a light, a medium, and a dark with the 3 different layers, just have a bit of a play, because the worst thing that can happen is you go, oh, I don't really like that.
Exactly.
You can start again.
The thing is, I know we don't like waste, but the fact of the matter is, it is only a little bit of cardstock. And even if you have inked it and you don't like it, you can still pop it into the recycling bin, you know, even although it's got ink on it. So, you know, we are thinking of the environment in that as well. But you will be surprised, actually, how well it does work, depending on what colours that you use. But what I'm going to do is let's finish off. Let's just do 3 little drops, and then that'll be me.
Just a question whilst you're sticking. Rebecca says, can you use the purple stamping mat as a cutting mat? I wanted to get a purple one to gift to match the mini machine I'm buying someone, and she loves purple.
No. Your stamping mat is for stamping.
Yep.
If you use it to cut, because it's a foam, your knife, your blade will literally go all the way through.
Okay.
And it's going to be absolutely, to quote someone else in the craft industry, it's going to be rhubarbed.
It's going to be what?
It's going to be rhubarbed. You remember Jodie used to say that?
I don't remember that at all.
No?
Okay.
So yeah, your stamping mat, because of the material, is for your stamping. So I would not use it for cutting mat. We do have either the glass mat or we do self-healing. What are you like, Ben? What are you like? We do self-healing craft mats. But yeah, I would highly, highly, highly recommend either one of those. But there we go, that one is using the Christmas Layer and Scene stamp collection. 51 elements in total, including 15 sheets of your watercolour card, $62.95, $76.25 for you guys stateside. Everyone saves around about 25%. Platinum, £50.36 or $61. Double points for everyone. And while we're here, because we're focused on that one, let's give you the shopping list as to what you need if you want to then do the craft along. So you can see the details on the screen right now. So you're going to need over the rooftop layer and scene stamps, stitched fancy square layer and dies, festive sentiments stamp set, matte black card, the luxury red cardstock, I've used the glitter and the mirror, gold luxury cardstock, I've used a piece of the glitter, white smooth stamping card, heavyweight acetate, double-sided adhesive sheets, the Eclipse alphabet dies, and some sort of red satin ribbon. I've used 9mm in width, but you know, it doesn't have to be exactly that. But then what we'll also need to bring all of that together, I'm going to be using the Gemini Mini because there's only a few small items that need die cut. Large guillotine, scissors, pokey tool, 3D foam, double-sided tape runner or tape, red liner tape, I think someone was in a hurry to get out over the bank holiday weekend there, Pol-Al glue gel, Pol-Al tacky glue, and you'll also need your Harmony quick dry ink pads, pumice, Chinese red and straw bale. That is if you want to recreate exactly what I am doing on the craft along, but you know, you can change it if you want, it's up to yourself, but there we go. If you do need to double check all of that, it is across on my Facebook page, as well as Ben, as well as Crafters TV, Crafters Companion, etc, etc.
Thank you so much. Yes, we're looking forward to that a little bit later on. 3 o'clock UK, 10 o'clock East Coast. Christine is saying, Ben, please keep the advent calendar as a secret, as I love opening a surprise every day. Yeah, we certainly won't be opening any doors, but we'll have a bit more of a chat about exactly what the kind of thing you can expect to find inside there. Because as I say, even we don't know. Like Craig knows more than me, but he doesn't know what's behind each door. So we certainly won't be opening each door up and spoiling it. Don't worry about that. Michelle just says, I got the calendar. I do it day by day because I love the surprise. Diana is saying, I open it day by day. It's hard. I want to rip it open, but I open day by day. Last year, I opened each one with Craig's Live, and actually, there's a lot of people on the socials as well saying that you wait until Craig's opens his in the live to do yours every day, so that's quite nice. So you do a bit of a grand opening with Craig, which is lovely. I just suggested to a few of you, if you're getting this now and you want to save it till December, if the temptation was too great, you could give it to a partner to hide. Ray says, if I give anything to my hubby to hide, he forgets he even had it. That's a fair point. And Sandra just says, received my inspiration magazine yesterday, really nice, like it better than previous sets, looking forward to future sets. Yes, we've got the Crafters Inspiration magazine for you as well, which we'll talk more about later on, but this is the big star of the day so far. Hello?
Can I put you on the spot here?
Maybe.
Right, see how I do like throughout December, the live for the advent calendar?
Yeah.
Every now and again,
yeah,
because we've worked out how to do a joint Facebook Live, occasionally, do you want to jump on and join me?
Mate, I would be delighted and honoured to join you on one of these. You notice how he says occasionally. I mean, he couldn't bear it for, imagine me on 24
I wouldn't mind.
days.
I'm not expecting you to do it every live that I do. You can do it whenever you like. But I just thought, now that we've figured out how to do a joint Facebook Live, I thought maybe you'd want to pop in.
I'd be well up for that. The only thing I would say, as far as that is concerned, I've seen your Facebook Lives.
No, there won't be 3 hours, don't worry. Do not worry, no. Because it's daily, there is a lot of work that goes into them. I'll be combining them with the lives, yeah, but some of them will be pre-recorded because a lot of work goes into them. But they are at least or no longer than an hour because there's a lot of work that goes into them. So. All
right. Well, you get your people to speak to my people. I'll get my people to speak to your people, and we'll secure a couple of days, and we'll get that sorted. Hey, that's going to be brilliant, isn't it? But get yours now. Over 15% of the whole stock has now gone. This is the world launch, right? The official world launch is 7 o'clock tonight. Sneaky Pete world launch right now, and over 15% of the whole stock has already gone. Half price, double points. Get it whilst you can. Now, just aside from that for a second, over the last few weeks, a lot of you will know that here on Wake Up Call, Craig has been doing a project that you can all join along with. The previous one, I think, was 4 weeks, Craig, wasn't it? This one has been a 3-week project, and is this the last week this week?
It is indeed. It is. This is the last week. So yeah, this one was just a 3-week one, just ending, obviously, the end of the month. As planned at the moment, there won't be one in September because I'm having a little break. So I'm not here the first Tuesday of the month. And then I am back for the second Tuesday, but I am just back the day before. So there's not much time to prep. So I think, and I say I think, kind of know, me and Erin have been discussing what we could be doing in October, all throughout October. So it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a fun one as well. But yeah, let's finish off this project that we've been doing. What I will do as well is each of the steps for each section the last 2 weeks, I've been writing down. So we'll get them all posted on my social media pages so that you can then follow back. Because let's face it, as much as we would love for you to go back and watch each wake-up call each week, to craft along with. You know, sometimes you don't have that luxury of time, so therefore we'll get the instructions written out and then you can follow them yourself till your heart's content. But here we go, we've made our little box. It could be a gift box, a double box. We've got our own little acetate lid that's then secured with a top lid as well. We used our we used our abstract dies last week to do a little bit of decoration. So the idea is you can do it as a gift box. So of course I will pop in either little votives.
Of course you will. He's got enough to pop in there after yesterday's story.
I do, yeah. You know, you might have a few of your wax melts that you want to then pop in. You know, it could be your own little sweets that you make, pop them in a cello bag and then pop them in. But I thought what you can then also do, so let's close that up. So this box is an aperture of 4 inches. Let me just double check. Yes, it is. So what I'm going to do is let's bring in a couple of pieces of card. And this is where, it was last week, I thought, oh, we could do a different take with this project. So I'm going to go in with some white card. And I am going to, because the aperture of the box is, it is 4 inches that I said, didn't I? What I'm going to do, I want to double check my own measurements here. Let's cut a couple of pieces. So let's go 3 inches by 4 inches. So what I'm then going to do, so let's go into here. So 3 by 4. Let's see. 3.5, Craig. You silly Billy.
You silly banana.
There we go. That makes sense. Rightio. So we're going to do 3 inches. I'm going to start that again. 3.5 inches.
I quite enjoyed producer Johnny's impression of you then in the gallery. You haven't said hello to them. Can we hear them? Can we hear you guys today, do you know? Oh, we can't hear
Still
you.
not working yet. So what I've done there is 3.5 inches by 4 inches. And then I've already done a few here. So let's get a few of them that I've already done. So we're going to go into the 3.5 side. So we are 4 inches along the top. So I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. So that will then give me 3.5 by 3.5 with our little tab at the side there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that another few times. So let's do it for the sake of the time of the show. Let's do 5 of them. So we've got these ones here. So scoring all of them at 1/2 inch. So that'll be 5 that we've got. And you will see once I'm finished, you can do more if you want. And then what we can do is, so we've got the 5 of them. So let's pop that to the side. So because this is now 3.5 by 3.5, let's take some baby blue cardstock and we're going to cut this to 3.25 by 3.25. So let's cut to 3.25. So let's do 2 of them. And then I've got a few more already done. So let's take another 3 and then that will give me my 5. And then the last layer that we can do just now, let's go back to the white. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come down another 1/4 inch. So this time, what we can do with that blue here being 3.25 by 3.25, let's come down to 3 inches by 3 inches. We can then do another 1, and then I'll grab a couple that I've already done.
Yeah.
So that's going to make the 5 of them. So here we go. We've got 5 in total. So then what I'm going to do, Ben, is let's bring these ones in, and then we'll bring these ones in. So I'm going to do a very quick bit of matting and layering.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the whites onto the blue.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the blue onto one of these tabs here.
Whilst we're watching you stick, lots of love for the idea of the lives for the Advent calendar. Craig says, Marsha, you give so much of your personal time to share with us. I appreciate your shows.
Oh, you're welcome.
Mrs. Stationery and stuff says, ha, Craig and his votives. If you didn't hear the story yesterday, Craig, how many did you buy? 67, I think we worked out.
Worked out that, yeah.
Yeah, you popped into a particular shop in, you in the Metro Centre?
The Metro Centre in Gateshead,
yeah. And they were on a ridiculous deal, so we ended up walking out with 67 candles. Mrs. Stationery and Stuff also says, I'm definitely going to make this. It's my nephew's 13th birthday today, and he wanted just a gift card, but I can add some of his favourite sweets in with it now as well.
Of course you could.
Perfect for that. Karen saying, I love everything about your box design, Craig. And Mary Jo on YouTube, what a lovely box. I'll be making it. This will look great under the tree. And Lorraine on Facebook has just said, is this the first of the series of 3? This is the 3rd in the series of 3, but you can go back. You wrote up a list, didn't you, Craig, of the previous 2 rounds of this?
I did indeed. So once I finish this one today, we will complete the step-by-step list and it'll go on social media. So as Ben was just about to say there, you can go back the last 2 weeks of Wake Up Call and watch, or what I'll do is I'll pop them up on our pages so that you can follow step by step.
Yeah, nice and easy to do. And of course, as always, you can watch back all of our shows via our YouTube page as well. If you're not yet subscribed, get to YouTube, find Crafters TV and hit that subscribe button. Then you'll get notified when new shows are on. You'll be able to line up your own little playlist of all your favourite shows as well, which is just brilliant. So if you are new to us, that's something worth doing. And Janine also just saying, we were chatting earlier on about, we always chat about the platinum price. What does the platinum price mean? Platinum price means you're getting 20% off the price that you see on screen. It's all to do with Club Inspire, Janine. We'll show you a bit about that in just a while. In fact, after this demo, we've got a little video to show you. But in the meantime, if you go to our website, you'll see a little banner across the top that says Join Club Inspire. It's free to join, and there's loads and loads of reasons you want to do it. Like, for example, building up to getting a platinum membership where you get 20% off. So, yeah, more details to come on that.
Perfect. So now that we've got all 5 of these, so I've got my first one, then what I'm going to do on this one, Ben, is we've got the tab here. So I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to pop adhesive on the back.
Okay.
And then what I can do is I can line that up to the score line. So I'm going to line it up and then close so we can fold that back on itself. Then what I'm going to do is I'm taking this one. So on the front panel, I've popped my adhesive onto the onto the front, and then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to line that one. Actually, I don't want that one just now. I want this one again. So what I'm going to do on the back again, so it's on the back of them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that one onto here and fold that back on itself. Then what I can do is I can take this one and then once again on the back, so it's the back of all of them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to then add this one here and then I can then press there. So you can kind of see where we're going along the lines of. You can then come along and do exactly the same mats and layers. Now this one of the bases for one of them, I don't need the tab. So seeing as I've put adhesive on there where I don't need it, that can actually work fine because we can chop that one off. And then what we can do is we'll come back to this base one here. And then what I'm going to do is the way that it will work. So if we go this way here, so popping the adhesive on the back and then rolling that one up. So once again, what we can do, so we're going to go onto the back, so we need to go that way here. And then, if we then, see how we've got that concertina effect.
Oh, yep.
You would do exactly the same with the inside ones. So same measurements, and then you're going to pop them in. Then what you can do is photos. Put little photos in them, put little bits of memorabilia in them, anything that you want. So what you can then do is you can come in with your box, you can position that one into here, and this is what I meant by you can do so much more because you've got that depth in here. You can either secure it or even secure it with little Velcro dots. So then what you can do is then you can pull it out. You've got all the photos,
brilliant,
all the memorabilia, whatever it is that you want to pop on there. I'd be inclined to put a little bit more of some of this ribbon, but then that can then sit back into there. And then what we will do to finish it off, let's tie this one up, and what we can then do is bring in something that I've been using a lot lately, and you've noticed on my lives and that at home, the poinsettia from our winter flower forming.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to go in with the large one, the second large and the third large, and we'll quickly assemble this one together, and that will be our 3-week project done, in which you can use it as a gift box, you can use it as a photo box if you want, you can pop out little gifts, little treats in. There's lots of different things that you can do, and the thing is as well, you can change the colours.
Yeah, I love this. Loads of people have said that they've either crafted along and done this already, or lots of people now saying they're going to save the show, rewind, and make the box as well. Pretty blue, says Mary. It looks like a little lavender on my screen. Very lovely. And Victoria just saying, I keep a track of dates and go back to watch previous shows so I can do my own craft alongs when I've got the goodies. See, that is the way to do it. Like with all of these little mini projects that Craig does, again, keep track of the shows and you can go back and do them at your own time. And same with the craft along as well. Of course, we've got the craft along coming later on this afternoon, 10 o'clock East Coast. If you haven't yet got the goodies and you decide to order them in the show, you can then bookmark that show or just make a note of it. And of course, then you can come back and craft along. Won't be live, obviously, but you can still craft along in real time at a time that suits you. Really looking forward to today. Looking forward to that craft along. Looking forward to the official launch of the Advent calendar as well, which is flying out of the door.
It is, isn't it? It's a busy old day today.
Biz.
So what I can do is I can pop these ones out. Now, to decorate, you can do a number of poinsettias if you want. As you can see, I'm still keeping it with the blue theme. What I like to do with my poinsettias, instead of shaping them with our ball tool, I bring in either a mouse mat or I've got a little black mat. It's kind of the same consistency with our stamping mat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do it onto the back here. I get my pokey tool, and then what I like to do, Ben, is I put my pokey tool down the centre of the poinsettia and I press.
Yeah.
And it gives it more of a sharper edge to the poinsettia, bit of a unique shape to it, instead of it being a carved petal. So I'm going in and I'm going to press, and we're going to go with this one size poinsettia in the top left-hand corner to finish it off. But you could come along and do smaller poinsettias and start to create a frame around your abstract. Everything like that is completely up to you. But let's go in with our Collal tacky glue. Going to go in with our second one, and I'm going to offset it. I'm going to use the back of my pokey tool to hold just for a few seconds. Because it's the tacky glue, it's going to grab quite quick. I'm going to do the same into there. And then I'm going to pop that one into here. And then if I hold that, I can then bring in our box. And as I would class this as an embellishment, I'm going to bring in my glue gel to secure it. And where is my glue gel? Is there one here? No. How ironic is that, is it? I never use glue gel.
And
the one time that I do, it's not there.
Do you want me to go and get you some?
Yeah, oh, here we go.
We got it.
I may not use it a lot, but I've always got one stashed in my craft kit. So what I'm going to do is let's go in with our glue gel into the back, add a gem or a pearl or something into the centre. But there we go. That's all that I'm doing. This is what I meant by you could do smaller poinsettias if you want. But we've got our lovely little gift box, or it could be whichever kind of box you want it to be. Open it up. And as I say, it could be either candles, little goodies, I'm going to be careful as I pop this one over, or it could be a little memory book with photos, and either leave it loose, or who was it that, so Susan on YouTube says, love the idea of the hook and loop to secure it to the bottom. It means then it is removable, you can add to it if you want, change the pictures about, but there we go. That is our, let's put the lid back on. That is our finished project, our finished 3-week project that we have done over the last 2 weeks, 3 including today. You can go back each week, watch them and follow, but do keep an eye out. Possibly not today because we're in all day today on Crafters TV, but we will get the step-by-step instructions written up fully and onto my page, and then you can then print them. As I said within the last step-by-step I done with last week's craft along, if I put anything like that up, please, please, please feel free to save them, copy them, print them. They're there for you to then follow along. So if it's easier for you to print them and save them and print them, go for it. No problem at all.
Brilliant stuff. As we've said, you know, if you've seen this, the third part as the first part, you can go back, watch the shows. Lots of you saying that you're going to do that. Victoria says, I'm going to use my new CC notebook to record the dates, Ben. I just wanted to bring this to your attention again, this notebook, by the way, because you'll know, with it being our second anniversary of Crafters TV, we've got all these great deals, £250,000 worth of free product within selected bundles to give away. Of course, double points for Club Inspire members, and not least that when you spend, you're getting free goodies. The £50 or $50 spend is the notebook which Victoria was talking about. This is going to go. We have very little stock of this remaining. If this is still around tomorrow, we will be very, very surprised. So if you are thinking of making the £50 spend to get your hands on that notebook, get it whilst you can, because as you can see, it is while stocks last. When it's gone, it is gone. And it could be before the end of the day. That's the £50 spend, don't forget, as part of our anniversary. The £100, $100 spend will get you the tumbler as well. So that's the 100. And then if you spend 150, you're going to get both together. But again, only while stocks last, and the way that things are going and how busy it is already today, we'll be surprised if that's still available by tomorrow. So get shopping, check out all the goodies in your baskets. It's a super busy day. Loads of you have joined us for the preview, loads of you getting excited about the craft along. We're going to talk more in just a little bit about the brand new magazine and that advent calendar. But whilst you get ready for that, check out your baskets, and here is some information which you might find useful.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
So much fun chat already on the socials. Remember, by the way, if you are commenting during this show, you've got another chance to win. We've got another fantastic bundle to give away at the end of the show for someone who's commented on Facebook or on YouTube. Lots of love for Craig's little project, by the way. Pammy just saying, I'm going to make this one. I get that snowflake. Love the gift box, Craig, says Claire. Loads of inspiration and can be used for a variety of goodies. And Barbara Falcone on YouTube. Spectacular, Craig. I love the colours and all the detail that goes into the project. I will definitely be copying this one. Thank you for the inspiration. Claire says, Ben, have you let Craig have a tumbler yet? No, I haven't. He keeps trying to. I'm keeping my eye on this. No one's allowed. This is the only one that we've got, and he keeps trying to. He can't. No, he can't. He'll get. I'm sure you'll get one eventually. No more feeling sorry for him, but he can't have it. And Mary Pat say the brand new magazine arrived yesterday, and it's beautiful. I love the new design. Well, funnily enough, Mary Pat, we have got the Crafters Inspiration Issue 1, dispatching from the 3rd of September. Brand new look edition, and I really, really love this. It's kind of got everything that you knew and sort of loved about the old edition, but then when you open it up, and I'm not going to open it up because I'm going to leave it to Craig, it's all a little bit different inside. £10.39 is the platinum price on this, $15.96. And of course, you'll still get double points with this as well. If you want to grab it today. It's proving uber popular, as is the Advent calendar as well. But let's go over to Craig on this. So for anyone who's perhaps fairly new to us, Craig, as well. So this is kind of like a reimagining of the Crafters Inspiration magazine?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. What was happening with our other magazines is here in the UK, we were always on the current issue. The issue that was out was the current one. For the guys stateside, they were, I think it could have been 3 or 4 issues behind.
Okay.
So there was times there was got a lot of confusion. We would maybe have it here, but then there'd be an earlier one on HSN, but to HSN it was the up-to-date one for there. There was a lot of crossing over. So what we've done is thought, right, let's bring in a new look. Let's kind of start from scratch, but let's keep everything that you already love, the ideas, the inspiration, the tutorials, the goodies that you get with it as well. But then let's just go, right, do you know what? Let's start fresh, wipe everything clean, and we can all start as a globe, basically, a global magazine. Everyone is starting at number 1. So here in the UK, for you guys stateside, Europe, wherever, everyone is now at that same level. So every time a new issue comes out, every single one is getting the same edition. So that in itself is just fantastic, because it just means when you're sharing on social media and that, there's no confusion or anything like that. It's just we can all enjoy everyone's inspiration of what you do and what you make with the magazine. So with the magazine as it is, what you're going to be getting is, as Ben said, brand new look, brand new package. But what you're going to get is full on ideas, inspirations, it's step by step. It's not just cards, you've got gift ideas, you've got home decor and so much more. So within each side, because you've got 68 pages of inspiration, you already get a bit of a look as to what goodies you're going to be getting inside. Now keeping in mind, you buy this from here in the UK, this is what you get. Europe, this is what you get. America, this is what you get. We are starting fresh. So we open it up, and it's nicely packaged now as well. The magazine, the quality of the magazine is thick. It's more like a bookazine. There is so much that you've got within this one here. There's over 60 projects. Now, I'm not going to go through every single page because, a bit like the Advent calendar, many of you like to have a surprise. However, magazines are slightly different. We do like to flick through a few pages to give you the idea, certainly with it being a new look. So you are going to get the welcome from Sarah. Now, the papers inside is your magazine quality papers.
Yeah.
They are MQP, magazine quality paper. It's along those lines. There's initials for it.
Oh, I like that. MQP sounds posh.
So that is your good, shiny, glossy papers for each of the pages. Shiny. Now you have got your welcome from Sarah. Then what you have got is you've got your Crafters Inspiration content. So it gives you that first direct look at what to expect and what pages to find it on, because you are going to get a hold of it and you are then going to be having a cup of tea, a little drink. You're going to go through each page step by step. Once you want to come back and craft, you can go to the pages that's telling you here. A little bit more about the magazine, whereas we've got editor, sub-editor, we've got our editor that is Mel Joyce, then everyone else that works within the magazine. And then what you're going to get is a little bit about what's inside the box, because it is a really good sturdy box. So I'm going to set that up above just for a second, and let's do that. Let's show you what you're getting within the box. So let's open it up. You say box, say it lightly bent. It's more like a real top quality folder base.
I was going to say to you, I really love how it is an actual folder now, and it all just all slots in there really nicely.
It does. Thinking of the environment, we've done away with the plastic packaging for each individual item. So we have got our Sarah signature, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, winter foliage flower dies. This is not in the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas
Oh,
collection.
okay.
So if you've got this collection, this is an add-on that you can only get within the magazine. Then what we've got is we have got this brand new stamp set that you can only get within this magazine. So what you've got here is you've got that Christmas tree. You can build a Christmas tree that you can see here. You've got some sentiments, larger, small, the little angel. So you can work that in with your crafty projects at home. And it's a Christmas tree, so it's never going to go out of fashion. Then what we've got is a really good sizable stencil. So we've got our hanging baubles that you can see here. But the baubles is a bauble, it's a tree, and it's more of a traditional shaped bauble. The little swirls within each side, and you have got the branches as well. Use it as one, but the way that the branches have been done, you could easily, now I would never ever cut my stencils, so when I say you can use selective parts, you can ink selective bits of the stencil, mask it off with masking tape or low-tack tape, and you've got, there's one stencil. That could be one on its own. That could be one on its own. That could be one on its own. So look at where you can pull out as much craftiness from the one stencil as it is. So that's included as well. Then what you're getting as well is the papers. Now some of these you're going to see how well these are going to complement with past collections. So we have got all of these papers here. Now they're going to be good with your foliage dies that you're maybe going to be using from the magazine or elsewhere at home. The holly with the berries. You've got poinsettias. You're going to go along the lines of what was Santa's kitchen collection that we've had in the past. So if you've maybe run out of those ones, this is a nice take on those paper pads. So you've got your pinks, your polka dots. Then you're going in with all your different colours. So these are Christmas themed. Some that you can see here, it's not necessarily going to say Christmas. You could be using elsewhere, for instance, these ones and these ones, before we go into more Christmas ones. So you've got a variety of traditional papers. Then you're going into more of your, what's the word that I'm trying to think of? The more contemporary sort of look when it comes to colours that you're using, and a nice selection of different designs as well. So if you do want to go brights with your cards, then you can do. You get a few extra sheets of core colours. Then what you've got is a topper sheet. So you've got the gingerbread man, the gingerbread woman, you've got some toppers, little tags. All of these you can start to incorporate within your crafty projects. These as well, once you've popped them out, bring in your little paper punches that you've got at home, your little dies, for instance these ones here. Use these little dies, the foliage dies. Don't waste any of this excess background card. Use it within all of your projects as well. So all of these are where you're going to find inspiration for the goodies. For instance, we've got Bianca here. She steps you through how you can make this gorgeous card here using what comes within the set. Notice the sentiments as well that come within the stamp set. They all work in conjunction with the tree. So So you can sit them in the tree if you want, using all your accessory dies as well to just finish it off. We even give you the skill level as well, 1, 2 and 3. 1 being very simple, 3 being maybe a little bit more detailed, and then your medium, of course, kind of middle of the road. Now, as I say, I'm not going to go through it all, but it's all step by step. Hints, tips, little ideas as to how you can do certain things. Then Mel, who is the editor and is a crafter herself, she's got a little bit in here when it comes to scrapbooking. We've got our gorgeous Nicole Bretherick, she's in here with some past collections that you have maybe popped into your crafty stash. You've maybe not forgot about them, but you've just popped them to the side because we've had some incredible launches. Nicole comes here with ideas and inspiration for you to follow. Tips on colouring with classics or pencils. We've got soft crafts as well that we've got Sally Smith here, and then we've got lots of other first looks. So it could be first look at the next edition, edition number 2, that everyone across the globe will get at the same time. It could be collections that's coming up in the past. But then it's not just card making, as I said at the start. We've got lots of different things that you can do. Coffee, mug holders, could be tissue holders, lots of fun things. Our Linda Fitzsimmons in here. Again, looking back at our centerpieces, our edgeable, fancy Christmas sentiment dies. Everything that you'll have seen, a little quiz as well that you could take back. If you're just thinking, oh my gosh, all this craftiness within this magazine, I just need a little bit of a break. Put the kettle on, come and do a little bit of a crafty puzzle, and then what we'll do is let's pinpoint another one. Once again, we're looking back. This one, if I go that way, we've got Leanne in here as well. So you're going to see many of the team within here. What I do want to finish off with too is this down here. Now, what we have done, this is a website for you to go to, so you can maybe just see the website down here. It's either .co.uk or .com / and then you finish off that address. Or, if you've got your QR code reader, and just to say as well, you don't even need a QR code app for this one. Open up your camera within your phone, hover it over the top, it will open up. It'll come up the site at the top of your phone, click, it's either go or accept, whatever the brand of phone you're using, it's going to take you to it. Exclusive access content, including tutorials, downloads and more. There is 4 projects that I have filmed, done step by step, using the goodies within the collection that you can then follow video-wise. I filmed them, not just myself, I had the team helping as well, that you can then come along. So what you will get within that bonus content are the videos, the tuitions that I've filmed are not within the magazine. As pages-wise, it's by following that link. So we are covering all bases with this magazine. You're getting everything that you already know from our past collections of our Crafters Inspiration, but we've gone bigger, we've gone better, and do you know what? We've gone global with our brand new Crafters Inspiration magazine.
Oh, there's so much chat about this. Honestly, Mary Pat is saying thank you for starting fresh. It was getting very confusing. Craig, bless you for explaining the full reasoning and new distribution worldwide, says Shawpack on YouTube. Diane says, I only have 2 of the previous magazine. I intend to get all issues of this new design. It is beautiful. And Marion is saying, oh, going to have to buy now for the dies and stamps. Plus, I love the folder idea. No plastic, another great CC product. That's it. And honestly, when you think of the value of all the freebies that you get in here as well, I just think the $10.39 price tag or $15.96 if you're platinum really does make this worthwhile. And again, particularly if you're new, it's great because you're going to have loads of ideas in there, loads of inspiration, and just nice to have something on the coffee table to pick up, isn't it? When you're having your cup of coffee, you just want to have a little browse, a little flick through. There's plenty in there for you to do that. And just to kind of reiterate again, as Craig's saying, it's kind of allowing everybody to sort of reset, really, so we're all in the same place and we're not all higgledy-piggledy with, you know, different in America, different here, different on HSN. So that is the reason for doing it. And as I say, I just really like the fact that you've got a little folder there and it's all kept nice and neat for you. I think it's brilliant, absolutely fantastic.
when it comes to the magazine, just a quick question that Lisa's asking. She's saying, question, is it the same magazine I ordered through HSN? So if you've seen Sarah last week with that magazine, that edition, that exact look, then yes, that's what you've already ordered from Sarah on HSN. So you don't need to do it again. If it's not that, if it's something else, then this is the brand new one for you. But if it looks exactly like that, with Sarah on HSN last week with it, then yes, you'll have already ordered it.
Right, we've literally got 5 minutes remaining. We have to announce the winner of our prize bundle. And let's just get serious for a second here. I thought when we were talking at the start, we were talking show stock, like 10%, 15% gone. We're talking the overall stock that we've got. We are almost at 20% of the stock has gone for this advent calendar. We're launching it today. It's the world launch right now. So again, you'd expect we'd come in and we would launch this at the price it's supposed to be. No, we're doing it half price. We're doing it for half price. Bonkers. And 20% extra off if you're platinum, $31.99 or $35.99 if you're shopping with us in the US, and double points. You need to get this. And let's just chat around this, Craig, because as I say, I know very little about what's in here. And whilst you're not going to specifically say what's behind each door, you've got a bit more of an idea as to the kind of thing that we're going to find in our calendar, haven't you?
I am. And I'm going to say first and foremost as well, is even though with it being half price, which is genuinely is incredible, with ours, apart from one item, every other item within our advent calendar, if you look after it, it's going to last you a lifetime. Mm-hmm. So you just think, you know, if you look out there in the market for the chocolate advent calendars, and some of them, depending on the brand, can be quite pricey, of course. But once you've eaten the chocolate, that's it. It's done. Yeah, it's gone. You look after your project. Other than one item within it, everything else is going to last you a lifetime. So even at half price alone, that is just phenomenal. It is the countdown to Christmas from door 1 to 24. I personally have been doing it the last few years. What I do on my Facebook page, I started off in the first year doing a Facebook Live every day for around about an hour. And you guys were so appreciative of it and understand it's a lot of work. Done it again last year, it was a lot of work. So this year, so what the looks it's going to be is day 1 will be live, the next day I'll film a video, day 2 will be live, the next day. That is the plan. The chance that I might actually end up doing more lives than I will do videos. But just to space it out, just depends on my workload here as well. But there will be a live/video every single day throughout December with this live. We'll open it up, we'll play, we'll make something with what we've opened up within the calendar. And this year, Leanne and the team have gone bigger and, well, just gone humongous.
It's massive. It's like a massive chocolate box, isn't it?
Really had. Took back feedback that you guys have been given the last few years. We've gone bigger. We've gone better. I have an idea of what's in them. I don't know what's behind each door.
Look at the door in the back.
Look at this one. Look at this one here. At the back here. So within this one here, you are going to get your bigger dies. Mm-hmm. You are going to get your bigger stamps.
Here we go.
You may find some stencils with them as well, which are all going to coordinate. And, well, I'm not going to verbally say it, but you can kind of guess what I'm aiming at when I said one of the items, you know, once you've used it, it's finished. So it's kind of we know what you're saying. Consumer item.
Consumable,
you know what I mean? Yeah, on the back. Now the whole way, these have been put together when it comes to this collection. But do you know what I've not said as well? That you may also find Boston folders. So this time, what Leanne and the team have done, and Diet Product Development as well, is it's all works out as like a complete crafting kit. So you can then just bring them all together, whether it's the stamps, whether the dies. I do know there is the odd Christmas item. So I don't want you thinking, well, I'm going to get to day number 24, Christmas Eve, and I can't use them till next year because it's all Christmas. It's not. Most of them are not Christmas. This is humongous. I love it.
Launch party, this officially launches. Remember, almost a fifth of the stock has already gone. Get it whilst it's here, because who knows how much of the stock will be gone by launch party this evening. As far as the other shows go, we're not going to do one because obviously that box was a project. So the card which will go forward with the card which Craig made right at the top of the show. So that card is going to be the card of the show. But what about the winner of our bundle this hour? Thank you for all of your comments. We have got a brilliant prize. This bundle worth $94.98 or $114.94 with the MIDI and the penny slider craft kit is going to Gilmore on YouTube.
Hooray.
Gilmore, congratulations. That prize bundle is yours. Prizes at crafterscompanion.com. Message us and we will organise getting that sent out to you. Wow, what a day it's already been. Let me leave him to wrap up. You've got 10 seconds, mate. Go.
Rightio. Me and Ben, if you're watching live right now, we will see you in an hour and a half time for our craft along. 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to have a lot of fun. Countdown to Christmas is on.